Hello everyone and welcome to Ellenbrook Station. It is early morning, well not really that early, but 9 a.m. on Saturday the 27th of September 2025, and today is the first day of the school holidays for spring, and you know what that means, the first day of the Perth Royal Show 2025. And this year the special services are even more special than ever before. I filmed the Showgrounds Express train all of the last 3 consecutive years. 2022 is just a normal special service, and then after that we thought it would be gone because they have the airport line opening, meaning there'd be more trains and they wouldn't be able to run, but they still managed to run them and in between the airport line trains, so I filmed it again in 2023 with those extra trains. Then in 2024, with already the Yanchep opened and several other things, trains were pretty limited, so the Showgrounds Express was being run by A series and 3-car trains, and that was also interesting to see. Then the Ellenbrook Line opened in December, and then we thought that now it's not possible, definitely, with 3 trains. 3 train lines occupying the space with the Ellenbrook Line going to Daglish, but nope, they have managed to do it. And do you know how? Guess what? This is so cool. The Ellenbrook Line is running as a 6-car service for the first day since the opening, so it's been well over 9 months, almost 10 months since 6-car trains ran in the Ellenbrook Line. 6 cars stopping all Ellenbrook Line stations and then continuing express to East Perth, which is the only 6-car platform that you are able to stop at on a 6-car train. But I think there has never been an occasion before where a 6-car train stopped at East Perth station, ever. Like, I cannot, if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments, but I cannot think of any occasion when this happens. So that means the first express service today, which was actually 6:51 a.m. from Perth. I don't know why they started running them before the Showgrounds train started, but that train was actually the first ever passenger 6-car train to stop at East Perth. There's the announcement.
From Bayswater to East Perth before moving on to Perth.
And then Showgrounds.
All 6-car sets leaving Ellenbrook will run all stops to Bayswater and then express from Bayswater to East Perth before heading to Perth.
And Showgrounds, which is the whole point. So there it is. You can see E-pattern using both platforms. So it's really cool. Anyway, we do have a 6-car train over here. And this 6-car train will be the first train which through runs to Showgrounds from Ellenbrook for the entire time. Now, the weird thing is these express patterns were actually scheduled to be running the whole week, all weekdays, which would have been crazy in peak. The commuters would have been like, whoa, we finally got an express pattern to Perth and a 6-car train. But then, nope, they would just go back to being normal after that. But then the timetable changed. It showed it was not going to happen in peak anymore, which kind of makes sense because the commuters would be really confused at the skip stations, plus they don't have enough trains. But now it's been fully changed. There's no more express patterns during the day on weekdays, only after like 10 p.m. So it's only this weekend and Monday. All right, here's the announcement. Bruh. Well, there's this thing, and then obviously Showgrounds. There's already so many families heading there. But yes, back to what I was saying. They have removed all the express patterns on the weekdays, which is just terrible. Like, why? I mean, I guess they just don't have trains, but why did they schedule it first and now it's gone? But so that means we only have this weekend, and then next weekend, Saturday 4th of October, it is going to be the worst day ever for Transperth patronage and railcar allocation. There's both a stadium event and the last day of the Royal Show at the same time, with the express patterns running until the stadium event services have to start running. Then they're going to stop running because they don't have enough trains. So that is going to be absolutely terrible. The last worst day was the AFL Grand Final in 2021 when they had also the Royal Show, but now it's going to be even worse with all the Metronet extensions open. So, anyway, here is the 6-car train at Ellenbrook Station for the first time since the opening. I think it's all just 6-car Bs, sadly. There could be 6-car As, like that's completely possible now, we know that, but Also, the C series, but unfortunately, there's some restrictions around Mount Lawley, so I don't think it's running, sadly. But yeah, this is gonna be so empty. It's just crazy that we have a 6 car again. But yeah, it's just logistics, because they can't really fit it in between 3 other trains, so they have to through run, and the most good line to through run it with is obviously the Ellenbrook. But yeah, kind of sad. Oh yes, he's setting it up, so we're gonna hear the announcement, because they actually have the announcement. Yeah, this whole carriage is pretty much empty. Here we are. They actually have it, so we're gonna hear it now.
This train runs from Ellenbrook to Perth, stopping at all stations to Bayswater, then running express to East Perth, then running express to Perth.
There it is. I can't believe they actually have it, but I guess they put it on for the 6 car platforms, which is pretty cool that they actually already thought about that. So yep, 6 car there. And this will be the very first one through running all the way to Showgrounds. 9:04 a.m. from Ellenbrook.
The next train to Perth departs in 12 minutes. The train stops at Whiteman Park, Ballajura, Noranda, Morley, Bayswater, East Perth and Perth. The next train to Perth departs in 27 minutes.
Oh, it's announcing another one. Well, that's so stupid. Why does it have to list everything? Why is there such big gaps? And here we go, ready for the journey. I'm actually going to be filming the whole thing since it is pretty cool.
Stopping at all stations.
I might actually go to the front.
Then running express to East Perth.
Yep.
Then running express to Perth.
And departing. Now, obviously I did film this on the opening day with the 6 car B series. I thought we might get a C, but as I said, those restrictions make it so it's actually not possible. Well, we're going to sit down right here. I don't know, which side did I film it on that time? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's lots of other happenings to talk about.
Next station,
Whiteman Park. Now, it is actually saying the announcements twice now as well, because that's how it's been programmed. Even between Bayswater and East Perth, apparently. So, we're going to take the whole journey, Ellenbrook to Showgrounds now. It's going to be very cool. The first time this will be done on a public passenger train. And there's a 6 car coming from the other direction. Set 92. And 90. He has to stop. I don't know why they're alternating platforms if it leaves before it comes in. I think, does it always do that? I don't know. Yep, so as I said, it'll be the first time stopping in East Perth. Unfortunately, didn't get in that first service today, but whatever. That was so early. This is the first full through running one. It's so empty, as I said, but it's cool. This is what we get for the logistics of it. A few days of the 6 cars being back. Unfortunately, not on the weekdays, except at night, which is so crazy. There's going to be 3 car trains during the day, and even 2 car at the moment. They're running so many 2 cars. It's crazy how little trains they have. And then at night, it'll go to 6 cars. They really should be advertising more that they're through running to Showgrounds, because there are people going there right now, and they won't even know that they're already on the train they need to be on. But yes, here we go. So, as I said, 2 weeks out from the opening already. Perth Royal Extension opening Sunday in 2 weeks' time. Very exciting. Somehow didn't really get any emails about the VIP train yet, but I heard there is one and they're kind of just hiding it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to find out more about that. There's the bus depot. Oh, there's actually a few NHs as well. And an Arctic and some Optimus, no longer pure future bus. Now, one other thing, last night, like tonight at, last night at 3 in the morning, the new AUSTRALIND train, the DMU diesel train, finally got delivered from Bellevue, 3-car. Obviously, unfortunately, it's not starting along with Byford opening as was originally intended. It's going to start in 2026, but it's finally been delivered, and today it is sitting at Perth Platform 3 for the entire day, which is very weird, but that is so cool. Now we get a chance to see it, so later when we go through Perth, we're going to get a little glimpse of it, but unfortunately I'm not going to get off, because otherwise I haven't achieved through running all the way to Showgrounds, but I will be coming back later to check it out. So, that's definitely cool as well. It's so weird that it's just sitting there, but perfect. The public can get a great first look at it. So that's also a major secondary part of this video, I guess. 6-car express Ellenbrook Line service through running to Showgrounds, plus first look at new AUSTRALIND train. Now this already feels so cursed, honestly. It feels like the opening day again. I don't know, somehow it just feels different, even though it's just a B series. There was so much opportunity. Imagine a 6-car A or a C, but sadly they have the restrictions that they're not allowed to. I was gonna say Whiteman Park again. I wonder, does this have the food and drink announcement? Probably yes.
Please refrain from consuming food and drink on the train. Your consideration for fellow passengers is appreciated.
I still think it's so weird that it has that, because they originally only had one announcement, now they have 2, and then it's added onto the second one instead of the first one. Coming in, picking up all the passengers, going to the show, even though it's so expensive, but somehow so many people are still going. And down there, of course, is our tramway, which I've been driving a lot recently. On Monday, public holiday, we'll be operating 3 tram services, 3 trams running, so every 15 minutes. While there's also going to be these 6-car trains still here, so that's going to be so cool. This is King's birthday public holiday, but I'll be on the tram, so that's why I'm filming today. I mean, obviously when I go on the first day. So yeah, until Bayswater, this is just normal journey, but with the long trains actually having to make sure they stop properly in the platforms. And then after that, it's express through the Heritage Line platforms. Meltham, Maylands, Mount Lawley, the 3M stations, and then stopping at East Perth, and then express Claysbrook Mackay as well.
Station, Ballajura.
Now this whole week and today as well, they're running the W patterns on the Yanchep Mandurah lines all day as well for the extra capacity. I don't really get where they're getting the trains from, especially if they're putting this many Bs here. Actually, I wonder, could the A series come back there? I haven't even checked what's running. Probably not. I mean, probably not today. Maybe on the weekdays. That would be cool. But yeah. So that and nothing else really. No other extra services. But the worst day, as I said, is going to be next Saturday. They're going to completely remove all the extra trains. It's just going to be the Fremantle to Ellenbrook running as they usually do before a stadium event. But they're going to have to use that to get back from the showgrounds. And then after that, it's only going to be the normal Fremantle and Airport trains serving them, which is going to be so crowded. It's going to be crazy overcrowded at showgrounds because they have to prioritize the stadium. Around the corner. This is definitely so cool, one of the most cool things. The whole train is just full of posters about openings. Look, we have the TCL We've Made Tracks poster, the front we have the Warm poster, and then the Byford opening poster next to that. I haven't taken the Ellenbrook line this way for so long as well. I always just take it the other way. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, let's have a more adventurous way home, and I take the Ellenbrook Line and then take the 455 after that, back from uni or whatever. But I never go there that way because obviously it just takes up so much more time. All the kangaroos. Beautiful line. And all the flowers as well, all the yellow flowers springing out right now. Over there is Ballajura Station. Yeah, it's not as cool with it not running on weekdays. I was getting so excited to see how it was going to be managed with that little trains and all the commuters having 6-car trains for the first time. They would have been so so happy for that, but no. Another B series, yeah. I don't think we're gonna see anything else. If it was running on weekdays, we might have seen A's, but I think it's just gonna be 6-car B's all the time now, sadly. Oh well. Means at least more B's were taken off the other lines, so there's C series even more often on Yanchep Mandurah, I guess. Actually, W patterns could be C's as well. I don't know. I mean, maybe they don't want to waste their rail cars on that, but that's definitely interesting too. We need to go look at that as well, because every year I do make this video of Royal Show operations, so expect this to be over an hour long, of course, since I'm filming the full thing here, and Australian later, and then we need to look at those W patterns quickly as well. Yep, so many families already getting on. The first train, definitely the busiest time for the network.
This is Ballajura.
Now what's funny as well is on the Byford opening day they actually have a marathon, or not marathon, but like running festival at the stadium, Perth Running Festival in the morning, which means there's actually early morning services on all the lines again, with express services to the stadium running as if it's a stadium event, even for the Mandurah line, from the Yanchep line. Crazy from the Mandurah line, they're actually running that at like 4 a.m. And the TCL will be 6-car as well. It's so funny. Again, gonna use so many trains just before the opening, which will be later on at obviously 9 or so a.m. So when those runners go to the event, they have to use train place and buses, and then when they go back, the train line will be open from the Armadale area. Don't know how they're, yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to swap out those TCL 6 cars for, oh, actually, I don't know, they could keep them all day because there is the Long Park opening event also under the existing elevated rail already, so they might be busy and they might need extra trains, but we'll see. Hopefully that's VIP service is a C series. I think it's just going from Armadale to Byford though, literally nothing else, so we're not going to get it on the old line section, sadly. It's literally one stop, which is really dumb. It should just start at the stadium and go express, but whatever. I mean, it's more than likely going to be a C series because it always is, so just for the one stop section. Sadly not on the rest of the line, although nothing changed except the tracks, of course, and some repaving at like Seaforth and stuff. Okay, now we're back in the median of Tonkin Highway. Not back, I mean in it now. This is definitely a much like rarer thing now than I thought it would be. I thought it's gonna be like this for a full week straight, but now it's only for this long weekend and then for the first half of next Saturday, and then it's already over. But yeah, they should be extending the platforms at Meltham and Maylands sometime in the near future, and Claysbrook. So then the normal Ellenbrook line, once they have enough trains, will be stopping at all the stops except McIver and Mount Lawley with 6-car trains, because it really is packed in peak at least. Right now with the 2 cars is just crazy. Okay, stopping at Noranda. So I guess during the week though, even though they're going to be stopping all stops and just 3 cars, I mean, they're still going to through run to Showgrounds. It's the express then, just short trains, so that'll still be cool to see.
This is Noranda.
Now technically there's one more platform this train could stop at, which is West Leaderville, which is also 6 car, but that's not the point. It needs to be a full express for the branding of the extra service. Also the maps, most of the trains have the full map now. They've pulled down the sticker. I mean, it was a bit early considering it was just a sticker. They could have done it on the last few days, but whatever.
Next station, Morley.
The last time we had 6 car trains in service between Bayswater and Perth was 2023 high voltage event with the Airport Line express trains. That was also the only time after the opening we had them on the Airport Line, but now we have them on the Ellenbrook instead. So I think anytime there's an event like that, they'll just go to Ellenbrook now. So I don't think we'll probably ever see them on the airport again for a really long time. That was the one and only time. It's just sad we don't see C-Series anywhere in these sections anymore. Before Ellenbrook opened, they used to test them out to Fremantle and High Wycombe and stuff, but now they don't do that anymore. Plus, they haven't built a new one for ages anyway, because they're focusing on the Australind, which just got delivered, as I said. I was so tempted to drive there at 2 a.m. and see that, and then also get on the 651 express service to be on the first ever 6-car train to stop at East Perth, but whatever. Needed some sleep, you know. Wow, literally every station this family is getting on for the show. I love how most people don't even realize what they're getting on, a 6-car. Crazy.
This is Morley.
Morley? Oh yes, now this announcement is actually going to be so cool. For once, when it says, you know how it says next station, Bayswater, then all stations to Perth. It always says that. For once, it's actually not all stations to Perth.
Then express to East Perth, then express to Perth. Change at Bayswater for airport and Midland line services.
And all stations that are being skipped, which are on those lines anyway. Why is the tone in these announcements so different than other B-series? It feels like they did. They must have completely re-recorded them and done like different tones, because on this announcement it's like change at Bayswater for airport and Midland line services, but like usually just like change at Bayswater for airport and Midland line services, like much more like monotone, you know what I mean? It's so cool. I like this one. Like this is so cool having these ones. Now, it's so weird because Bayswater obviously is like halfway down the eastern lines and Showgrounds is basically almost halfway down the western lines, and now between Bayswater and Showgrounds we will only be stopping twice. Luckily Bayswater was rebuilt. During high voltage it was still a short platform, and then they had to skip that and it was absolutely terrible, and they didn't even stop at East Perth even though they could have. They had to transfer at Perth to go back to Midland from the airport line, which was terrible. Now you can normally transfer at Bayswater as well as East Perth, which I'm kind of surprised they made it stop there this year, but that's interesting. That's cool. That's definitely one of the highlights as well. Actually, you know what? I think I need to go to East Perth later and just make a little train spotting clips of a few 6-car trains, because seriously, it's the first day ever. I'm pretty sure. I mean, in recent times, at least I know of everything that happened in the last few years, unless there was some time like 2017-18, but I don't get why, because it was only the Midland Line open and there's no other 6-car platforms. So, I mean, actually, no. Yes, this is true. I heard there was actually an unscheduled disruption once when they had to terminate the Yanchep, the Joondalup line at that time at Perth, and then to turn around they actually ran them to East Perth for some reason. I don't know why. I guess they needed more capacity, and then they actually stopped there. So okay, my statement was kind of wrong, but it's the first time it's scheduled and running through East Perth instead of terminating there.
Next station, Bayswater. Then express to East Perth. Then express to Perth. Change at Bayswater for airport and Midland line services.
For airport and Midland line services. Right, we have a red signal after the station. Train might have just come through, but all the other lines just running normally over here. Nothing special apart from stopping at Showgrounds for the upward line, of course, and Fremantle. Pattern E, East Perth, Perth. It says 2 minutes till departure now. Oh, is that a new sign? I swear I haven't seen that before.
This is Bayswater. Change here for airport.
That's cool.
And Midland line services.
I'm probably going to be waiting a while. And there's the Midland Line A series. Actually, a few days ago on the website, there was some crazy thing on the live train times. They were saying there was a 6-car on the Midland Fremantle lines, which was obviously wrong. Someone checked and confirmed it was just a 4-car, but that was so stupid. Like, how does that even happen? It's like when they lied that there was a 4-car on the Mandurah line. But then it actually happened a few months later, so.
East Perth.
And there it is, departing Bayswater saying East Perth. That's so weird. And then we're gonna stop. I'm gonna quickly stick the phone out just to see that. So the first, they rebuilt it in 2017 as a 6-car platform, the only one on the entire Midland line at the time. And only now is it being properly utilized. 8 years later. Now the schedule is actually no different. It's still running to the normal timetable, of course, because it's gonna get stuck behind the train anyway. What's in front of us? Fremantle train, Midland train. Should be so. Right, express through Meltham. Now, the worst thing is for the people at these stations who are trying to go to Ellenbrook. They're gonna be so confused. They're just never gonna get a train. Hope there's an announcement about it. I'll go check that out as well. Oh, I should have pressed the announcement box button there, Ellenbrook. Oh well, I'll do it when I go back and then insert the clip, whatever. Because I drove there anyway. I really wasn't prepared to go via Perth to get there because there's no 455. Imagine if this level crossing was still open. Oh, how terrible it would be. You can barely even notice there used to be one now. There's trees all along there. And there's High Wycombe service 3-car. Of course. Literally nothing but 3 cars running on High Wycombe except during high voltage. Okay, we actually have some pretty good speed now through Maylands. That's pretty cool. Now, I don't really actually need to go film these 6-car expresses through the stations because I did do that during the high voltage event. I made a whole video of the 6-car trains going express through every station, including East Perth at that time. So you can go check that out, even though I know that was 2 years ago, but still completely relevant, and there was little 6-car beats just like today. And Mount Lawley. So on the C series, apparently the curve at Mount Lawley is so bad that if it goes through its speed, the little platform fillers on the doors actually hit the platforms because they tilt too much and hit it, which is why they're restricted from going this way. Which is so bad. They can go through as they have for Ellenbrook and testing, but they need to go like 10 kilometers an hour, if not slower. And already right behind that is the Ellenbrook 6 car. So as you can see, getting stuck behind the Armadale line train, which is at Maylands right now. So yeah, that's why, literally just because of that, they can't put the C. Sorry. They can't put the C series here. Oh well, another year of C series and Fremantle line not happening, sadly. And there we go, Express around Lawley. That'll become the norm in a few years' time. Useless station anyway, like literally so empty. And somehow we're gonna get to Perth in like, well no, it's already been 23 minutes. It's just gonna get stuck now anyway. Here we will be arriving into East Perth. We'll take a look out the door, because this is, as I said, my first time experiencing this as well. 6 car at East Perth. Absolutely crazy. Actually, if we look back on this curve, yeah.
Next station, East Perth.
Is anyone even gonna use it? Stopping here right now. This is so weird. Like I'm so not used to this being a possibility. I sometimes forget that this is possible. 3 minutes? Is that how early it is? Yeah, I mean, it went so fast and it's so quick behind the schedule time. It's just gonna wait now. That's so sad. Sorry. This is East Perth. There it is. Okay, there are actually people getting off. Wow. A 6 car train at East Perth station. I think it's just gonna wait. It's still 2 minutes. Oh no, never mind.
Doors closing.
I guess it's just going early, and then it'll wait at Perth. This express here in this section is seen normally anyway, because of the stadium events, but yep, that was so cool. We'll definitely come take a few more clips here later later today.
The station signs at Mackay replacement are now black.
Yes. As he said, as Pierce said right behind us there. Kindly, the platform signs at Claysbrook and Mackay have been changed to black in the last 2 weeks. Finally. Those were the ones which actually needed black, considering they serve 5 lines. It was so confusing, yellow and purple. It's still sad to see it go. We'll see them now. No, I had to step off the train. I wanted to through run all the way. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We're still on the same train. And we will get a little glimpse of the Australind over on platform 3. Not getting off right now, as I said. It's crazy how well timed that is, that's on the same day. Some A series in the depot. Facebook black signs, as you can see. Skipping through. Another Midland Line A series. Now, are we going on platform 6? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I think the Midland train would be right in front of us, so probably will go on 6. Somehow you haven't really stopped for it yet, even though we went express through all of that. Was it much faster though? No, it's already been 27 minutes. It normally takes like 31 anyway, so. McIver, black signs as well. So weird. and arriving into Perth on an Ellenbrook Line service, which is not terminating for once. I mean, they actually threw rent to Fremantle a few times, including last Sunday when the Midland Line was closed. They actually had Ellenbrook through running to Fremantle for a while during the stadium event, instead of the Fremantle having to terminate and just go back, which was pretty cool as well. High Wycombe service leaving. Definitely must be very confusing for people. I love how we still just get these kinds of special events, you know. Again, over there on platform 3, for the first time in, what, 22 months, there's a train there now. With the Australind hiding inside. Stupid Cannington shuttle's in the way though. We will be going to take a better look later. And if you only care about that, just skip forward in the video because... Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. It literally just looks like 127C series, but... Oh, damn it. It's so blurry. There it is. There it is. Pierce, do you see the Australind over there? That's the new Australind train. They just delivered it last night.
It's blank.
Yeah, it hasn't been painted yet. I'm gonna go back to look at it later, but first we'll...
Right, express shot to my showgrounds. Yes, this is it.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
there's the deputies.
And here we are now, 6-minute wait sadly, on platform 6.
This train runs express from Perth to Showgrounds.
Oh, immediately saw the announcement when the doors open. So that was 30 minutes. Yep, 5 minutes, people getting on this. For once, it's actually fine because the Claremont train's like 8 minutes away, so now it's gonna get packed. Sorry. Alright, we'll just wait a bit now. And there's the other 6 car. As you can see the board over there, East Perth and the Ellenbrook Line stations. I mean Bayswater and the Ellenbrook. Okay, now this is getting packed to the front, as it usually does. 107, 114. Yep, back to this. Somehow it's already been a year. Move towards the back now. Alright, I moved to the back now with the terrible seats, but always emptier at the back. Actually, the back carriage is completely empty, so let's go over there. Now it's just gonna be the normal thing that I film every year with the Express, but we're still on the same train, technically. Oh, I shouldn't have got off. So now I didn't through run all the way. We're in the same carriage, but whatever. Still the same train. Departing. And one more look at the Australind over there. I'll show you. You know what? I might just insert the clips now. And, I mean, I don't know. But, oh, why are we braking again? We'll come back later. See, it's literally just the C series, but it's ADR 101 on this side because it's a new numbering system. So that's just set 1, like with the car being numbered 1, 1, 3, 2 for the 3 cars instead of like 4, 6, 5 like in the B series.
Next station, Showgrounds, where this service terminates.
And it already says it. Now this is kind of redundant to be filming. I've done it every year, 3 years in a row already. This is the 4th year in a row, but somehow the video always gets interest, and this is the first ever year that the train has come from Ellenbrook. So there's still speciality surrounding it. Oh gosh, it's always so bumpy leaving. Platform 6. We'll head over there. Showgrounds is operating again for this week. Still in the same train, just moved back because the front got so packed. The amount of people who came on, I cannot believe how busy it is. But obviously no one goes to the back as usual, which is why the 6 car is completely unnecessary really, except the only time it's needed is after the fireworks end, because if you've seen my previous videos at the Showgrounds, that time is just chaotic at Showgrounds. So I guess that's why it's warranted that they'll still be running the 6 cars on weekdays after 10 p.m. Oof, the Explorer bus just went past. I'm actually thinking I should go on that soon too as well. Very, very soon we'll be heading on that. Why is there an Ellenbrook train over there? Because no, it's because they haven't been through running yet. Yeah, I forgot this is the first through running train. This is the first Showgrounds Express of the year as well, actually. So they're coming from Noranda depot as 6 cars, so that's why it's over there with the Ellenbrook Desto. That's so funny, coming off the Yanchep line with the Ellenbrook Desto. Yeah, I actually forgot that I'm on the first one. First through running service, first Showgrounds Express of the year, right here. So cool. 52 and 105 doing it. Would have been so special with a C series here. It doesn't look like it's happening though. Next station, West Leaderville. No, I'm not going to spend too long at Showgrounds. I'll just take the empty express back because that's always fun. Then we'll go see that AUSTRALIND and the W patterns as well, which is probably nothing special today, but maybe more interesting on the weekdays. Though I am interested how many C-Series they've had to bring out since they're running all this up to Ellenbrook. How many trains do they actually need for the Ellenbrook line? It's usually like what? 7, 8? Plus the Showgrounds is more like 10, so that's like 20 B-Series already. Around that, I don't know. Maybe not that many. I don't think they need 7, no. If it only takes 30 minutes, they need like 5 or 6. That's how many they would need in peak. I don't know. But still, it's quite a lot. So hopefully they are using all the available C-Series. All 8 possibly, that would be really cool. And through West Leaderville. We could stop here, but we aren't. How much longer is it going to take before we get stuck behind the Midland train? Hopefully not really, because it usually doesn't happen since it did leave quite a bit in front of us. So yeah, with the Byford opening, prepare for 2 cars and 3 cars like all over the network. TCL is probably going to be almost 100% 2 car now. Ellenbrook Line is going to be like 4 2 cars, and actually, yeah, what they did when they were doing the full Byford testing on Tuesday, actually they were doing the full timetable test. They brought 3. Oh, Jesus! Black. The lights just turned off. That is crazy. That is so cool. And the emergency lights turned on. What the hell? That must have... that was so cool. That was my first time experiencing that. Yeah, so they actually got 3 or 4 B-Series from the Ellenbrook line, put them on the TCL so they were able to run 3 car, and then they took 2 cars off the TCL, or 4 cars, split them into 2 cars and put them on the Ellenbrook line. So there's actually 4 A-Series on the Ellenbrook line. And then there was also like 3 2 cars on the Midland Fremantle line and stuff. So that's how it's going to be. Probably take some more B-Series off the Yanchep Mandurah lines as well. So 3 cars there to put on Byford or whatever. Would be really cool with 3 cars to Byford. Another thing, I actually was testing out the Trans WA bookings, and you can actually still purchase a coach ticket from Armadale to Byford on the AUSTRALIND replacement for $2.35 if you're concession, which is crazy. That's literally cheaper than the cash fare between the 2 stations, which is $2.40. I'm pretty sure. Actually, is Byford Zone 5? I think so. So it would be $2.40, which is cheaper. And if you get any Trans WA ticket, it means all your transport travel is free. Which means that's a new hack now. purchase the Armadale to Byford, Trans-WA ticket, and then you can just travel the whole transport network for $2.35. Obviously, don't do that unless you're actually gonna go on the bus, because they're gonna get annoyed at you not showing up. But anyway, here's the Daglish works actually. You can see they've put the fence up, they're getting ready for the path, and the toilet, yes, it's there, finally. Ellenbrook Line drivers have a toilet. There was literally a full Fremantle airport line shutdown like months ago already to facilitate those works, and it still wasn't done until recently. Finally the toilet's there, because they literally didn't have access to one except at like Ellenbrook for like 5 minutes during the tight turnaround. And yeah, that siding can hold 6-car trains. So until now, since they were running since like 6 a.m, they were actually using Daglish siding normally for the 6 cars. But now they're just going to Showgrounds for the rest of the day. I don't know why they decided to start running them earlier. Like, if it was from first service, okay, but the first few services were still 3 cars, so I don't understand. And then they went to, ooh, graffiti. And then they went to back to depot or something. It looks like they're building a new cell tower here as well. They flattened the land there. Definitely a lot more graffiti trains running around, since they don't have that many, so they can't afford to keep them in the depot. It was a crazy one a few weeks ago. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, Byford. They're doing the full timetable test on Tuesday, so they are actually going to have 2 trains to Byford for every 1 train to Thornley and Coburn, as I said, with the TCL opening, because of how the timetable had been spaced out since the start, which means there's actually 5-minute gaps for trains to Byford and Peak, which is crazy. One departing from platform 4 and the other one departing from platform 6, because platform 4 at Perth will still stay as the Armadale line platform, which is unique now, but it's so they can still run the 6 cars from platform 5 when they need to on the TCL. So yeah, that is going to be so weird. 5 minutes frequency all the way to Byford, and right now they have such a limited bus service. It's going to be so empty. Just 2 cars though. I guess that accounts for a 4 car every 10 minutes really. It's crazy what a difference it is, you know? Every 5 minutes versus 12 on the other like Midland, Fremantle, Ellenbrook Airport, all those are every 12. So strange. Alright, we're already here now. We didn't even get stuck. There was Karrakatta. We're going through the shortest section on the network now. Over here is Lock Street. Literally like 2 minutes later. And there are already cars parking everywhere. All over the verges. Stupid people still think driving is better.
Where this service terminates.
Oh. Did it always say when you're passing Lock Street? I thought it said it a bit after. Anyway. Be heading in onto platform 3 now, as always. Can't believe it's been a year since I already filmed this already. And that time I was preparing for the final ATAR exams. Now I'm already nearly at the end of my first year of uni. So the last 4 weeks right now, it's actually pretty hectic. There's so much stuff to do. But I'm still out here filming. Driver announcement, packed car park.
Attention passengers, train does turn out here. Make sure you grab all your gear. Have a great day.
Wow. Make sure you grab all your gear and have a great day. Well, guess what? This is the best ride at the show, so already done what I want to do. Everyone heading in for all the rides inside, but no, this 6-car train out here is the best ride. Nothing better than this. Cannot imagine paying to go in there. Like, oh my, I mean, I know the teenagers and children actually like free, is it this year? But the adults are like $50 to enter, and then like everything else you have to pay. Have they changed this sign here like they usually do? Yep. Good. 27th September to 4th of October. I think the Byford opening was a pretty strategic move to make sure it's not open when the Royal Show is on, because then they'd really run out of trains. So instead they got the Royal Show, and then the next weekend Byford opens. And also the craziest thing, that, as I said, 4th of October is going to be the busiest day, but then the day after, 5th of October, literally 1 day apart, on the Sunday, is the full Perth station closure day again. It hasn't even been 3 months. The last time was July 13th. I don't know why they're already doing it now. But at that time we had the Vic Park to Perth closure. And it was so packed at Vic Park for the 908. I think they realized it was bad. Now they're doing Perth Stadium to Perth closure. Trains starting at Perth Stadium from Coburn Central and Cannington Shuttle still not running. 908 running between Perth and Burswood. Transferring at Burswood because the stadium transfer is terrible. So that is so weird. Another unique shutdown, another crazy thing to film the day after the crazy day.
This is Showgrounds Station. This service terminates here.
So many things to film even before the opening, train related, so cool. And there we go, made it on the first ever passenger service to run through from Ellenbrook to Showgrounds. That was it. Just got here. You can see that weird switch there actually, which derails the train if the signal is not set so they can't crash. But yep, everyone getting off, already packed. The first Showgrounds Express of the year as well. Showgrounds Station. Still no passenger information displays here. I can't believe they still haven't put, I don't get why. They literally are upgrading so many places and they still haven't put any here. Like, please just put some up. You don't even know when the train's leaving now. But I guess it's kind of unreliable when it's so busy. Now it's gonna be empty on the way back. Oh, what's coming in now? Fremantle Line? Yeah. But we'll just get the express train.
We have a ramp available for you to get down to the showgrounds safely.
Fremantle Line train coming in. Feels good to be back at this station. Set 33.
Continue to Showgrounds.
Yes, I told you that's the point. I love the manual announcements. This makes it feel like Eastern States. Oh, they actually updated this, even though it literally wasn't open for the whole time since TCL opened. And here we go at Showgrounds. Upgraded the processors as well. Arrived. And it's packed. Wow. Okay, anyway, luckily not suffering in there. Oh, every time I come back to this station, it feels so cool. All right, let's head back up, get on the MT Express, and go check out that Australind. There we go, full B series. That's the Showgrounds right now. 3 of them, 6 car and 2 Airport Line 3 cars. So cool. Empty from Claremont. But that one, look how many people just got off. Crazy. And now it's gonna go back. First return service also completely empty.
This train runs express from Showgrounds to Perth.
Well, there it is. I had to wait like 3 minutes. Obviously cut it out. Glad the displays always work on the B series and the back set. You know how often the A series just doesn't work? I don't get why. I'm still really just wishing it was a C, but okay. Let's go back. But I'm not gonna film again. I mean, said the same thing last year, but it's just the same thing. Express and empty. Let's see the Australind now. All right, back in Perth, that was like 9 minutes somehow, 10. Yeah. All right, now we'll hear this announcement in this direction. Before we head over to platform 3. Train over there for the first time in 22 months. I mean, like passenger capable train, not the locomotives that they sometimes put there. Platform 9. It's cool that they're actually using 6 and 9 this week. I mean this time. Let's hear it. Didn't say next station Perth before.
This train runs from Perth to Ellenbrook, running express to East Perth, then running express to Bayswater, then stopping at All Stations to Ellenbrook.
There we go. Alrighty, let's head over to platform 3. There's the E pattern. And there's that announcement again. Literally listing all the stations, saying Whiteman Park at Perth, yes, and all that stuff. So funny. But here we are on platform 3, the brand new Australind train. Our first look at it from very close up. It's sitting here all day. Tomorrow it's heading to Bayswater apparently for some testing down there on the Byford Stowe roads and around there. Still shut down for a while, but here it is. It's literally just C series. There's the coupler. Finally we get a look at it. DMU 3 car. It's gonna be so cool. We can get a full look at it. ADR. I like to think that that stands for Australind Diesel Railcar, but sadly it's just the normal numbering convention. And there's a Showgrounds train coming into platform 6. 6 cars at 79. And whatever else. So here are the doors. They're actually much narrower than on the C series, but that's okay. Only one per carriage, of course. Other set is 122. It's not painted yet. It should be purple though once they do. And that's the new livery, like the original Austrian livery. See, this section has already been painted purple. That's how the whole thing will be mostly, with the white and purple. Oh, I wish we could get on the platform. You can barely see inside because all this area there's no windows because it's like bathroom and kitchen. But see, there you go. There's still no seats.
Platform 5.
Still empty at the moment because they need to do all the testing first. It's going to be so interesting to see.
Platform 8.
ADR 201.
It's coupled to an adapter. Look, that's a diesel engine.
Yes, this hauled it from Bellevue overnight, like 3:30 in the morning. And it's just sitting here now.
It's a Watco.
I should have gone to see it, honestly, but it was in the middle of the night, so. Tomorrow it might actually move during, no, probably not.
There's the Ellenbrook train like
Probably another middle of the night departure. Showgrounds train over there. Ellenbrook 6 car departing. The first time there's Ellenbrook 6 car trains at Perth, because in the opening they were terminating at Bayswater.
Passengers for the Showgrounds, your next service leaves from platform 6. The train runs express to Showgrounds.
Also, Mark, I wanted the Australinds to terminate at
Clermont
Fremantle.
passengers,
And there
platform
are narrow
7.
gauge tracks, and there's a part of Spearwood where the dual gauge breaks off to one part narrow gauge and one part standard gauge in Fremantle. And narrow gauge trains can run from.
There's the ads for the opening. Very good this time, not like warm, yellow and welcome back. And also, there was actually Vic Park shuttles. 2 nights this week, Vic Park at night. So that video was kind of useless when I did the last day of Vic Park that day. They actually came back for a scheduled shutdown. Didn't go film though, because it's exactly the same as what I did, but just wanted to let you know. Do they have the new timetables yet? No, they don't. Okay, it's pretty cool anyway. All right, now let's go quickly check out the W patterns downstairs now. TCL train coming in. Oh, it's so interesting with so many trains. I love it. Love it. What a sight to see on a weekend. Ellenbrook Platform 9, Pattern E, Showgrounds in between the Fremantle and Clermont trains and Whitford's and Coburn Central trains on the Yanchep and Mandurah lines. Let's see if they are C-Series, that would be pretty cool. A-Series could possibly run on them on the weekdays when they really are limited on trains, so we'll see this week. Most likely not though. Alright, here we are at Perth Underground. These are the normal services, 132 and 134, both C-Series. See, as I said, they're using so many Bs in the Ellenbrook line that the C is so common here. Both sides are C-Series. But this is just the normal trips. The W's are probably just B's, so that's cool. All right, Yanchep train departing, Mandurah train should depart as well. And then we'll take a quick look at the B series coming through. Very cool. So many C's around. Right, wait for the W patterns now. Right, here comes W pattern. Looks like it's just a B. I don't know why they're so like reluctant to put C's and W's. They always put them on the all stops usually. I mean, at the start they used to always be W's actually. But, yeah. No, next train after.
Huh?
Next train after this one.
Next one.
Yeah, not this one. Coburn on a weekend. Now it's really sad because the last time there was W patterns on a weekend was during the what was it? Actually I forgot. What was it? HBF run. Yeah, HBF run. And there was actually 6-car A series doing the W's on the weekend. That was so cool. I loved that day. But unfortunately I also had this uni assignment to do and I did not film anything. I had to go to uni and missed it all. So I'm so mad because I'm never gonna see an A series on the weekend again probably now. So, yep, pretty busy. So that's pretty good. 6-car B coming in on the Coburn service. Bit confusing for regular passengers though. Still haven't added the announcements for the TCL Coburn changing trains. And let's see the Whitford's train. And other direction.
2 minutes. This service stops all stations.
Oh no, it's a B, yeah. I thought it was a C for a second. Okay, 2 B's. Yeah, I don't know if there's any C's anywhere. I'm not gonna sit around waiting for them. It's not that crazy, but it would be pretty cool. 104. Yeah, it's actually pretty busy. Actually, they actually came from Mandurah right now, as well as from the Yanchep line. They came from Clarkson. They actually ran service from the depot, which is pretty cool. And back's at 56. All right, I guess nothing to see. I'll let you know if anyone spots the C series using the text, but not that crazy. Now we'll go to East Perth Station for some spotting there. There's that display. There it is. When was the last time you saw that coupled train saying Ellenbrook? Somehow that was actually so clear on the screen. And up there. Fortunately, just missed any of the other lines, so we'll have to wait 15 minutes at East Perth to see it coming in. Look how empty it is. Literally no one at the front set. This is how empty they run. And looking so weird with the white Australind over there. And there's our 6-car. Platform 2 at East Perth. So cool. Right, we'll just watch the other direction come in, and then probably get on the next Ellenbrook one.
The next train to Midland departs in 5 minutes. The train stops all stations, followed by High Wycombe departs in 9 minutes. The train stops all stations, followed by Ellenbrook departs in 13 minutes. The train runs express to Bayswater, then stops all stations to Ellenbrook.
And our lovely 6 car coming in to East Perth station. There's a Midland train departing over there. Can view it right from the end of the platform. Almost no one. Already got the Showgrounds Desto here. Alright, quick stop at Mount Lawley to take a look at the express trains here. Midland, High Wycombe, Midland and there. Services to Ellenbrook are not stopping at this station, it says underneath. Transfer at Bayswater. Well, at least they have the message for that. Let's see if it says anything. From Perth, from Perth. Wow. It's been disabled. Okay. And this side only has 2 trains again. After a while. Now we're going to see the 6-car train coming up through there at the top. Beautiful view. 6-car train coming through. Ellenbrook 1, 2, 3. Going pretty fast. And 79 again. Now I'll link you to that high voltage 6-car train spotting video in the corner if you want to see them at all the stops. And there's the other direction express snaking through the bends. Look how long that is here. Very nice driver. One last look at the classic signs, considering they're all going black at McIver Placebook and stuff. They'll probably be gone very soon as well. Maylands already has the black signs coming through. I know I'm filming it anyway now, but just a few, just at these 3 end stops. It's very cool. Actually, I love it down here as well. This is one of the best spots. I think I actually did the same shot in that video though. Ah, the other way's coming. Of course, different with the Ellenbrook Destos now. Here's the other way. 52 back again. And 105. That's the one we filmed on. Already heading back. Another nice driver waving. That is some good speed. Oh, and it's the testing B series, set 91. See all that stuff on it. This is so good. And one more thing, here we have the 6 cars at Whiteman Park for the first time since the opening. If you want to see the 6 cars at any of the stations, just go to the opening video. I did film every single station, so it's not really necessary. But I just wanted to get off here for a moment. So nice to see them back. And here we are, viewed from the tram platform. We have the 6-car train coming in. All right, to finish the day, or whatever, not day, it's midday, but like to finish my outing, I'll take a trip on the tram as a passenger today. Even though I usually drive most of the time. On Monday I'll be driving again. As I said, we'll have 3 trams, so if anyone's watching this video as soon as it comes out and wants to come check it out, come on Monday on the public holiday. It'll be very cool. But yeah, that's it. The whole operations, Ellenbrook to Showgrounds, and the express running, and the 6-car trains, and the new AUSTRALIND, and the extra W patterns. So much stuff happening, so definitely an interesting time. And next weekend, again, busyness and the Perth station closure and Perth Stadium terminating trains, and then the weekend after, the opening of Byford. So lots of stuff coming up. See you then in that video. I'll just film the tram come in. All right, here comes the tram. Thanks for watching, and bye. I'm just filming it come in.